Today's Thanksgiving, and with that, we will all come together and share with one another what we're the most thankful for. Besides my wonderful family and friends, education and job, I also am quite thankful for games. But which ones would make my Thanksgiving dinner speech? Which games am I the most thankful for? Well, let's find out. What's up, guys? I'm Ramakrishnan. If you're new here, welcome to the channel and happy Thanksgiving.
Ready for Turkey Day?
Today I'd like to talk about some of the best games in my opinion, but not just any games. We're going to talk about indie games, my favorite ones. So this list is effectively my top 5 indie games, but I'd like to give it a Thanksgiving twist with a perspective of thankfulness. This is the thanks that I give to not only these 5 great games that provided me with plenty of happy memories and good times, but also the developers behind it all, turning small games into masterful pieces of art and entertainment for the masses. And a quick disclaimer, this is all my personal opinion. While many of you may love some indie games out there that are not on my list, you must remember in the end, this is subjective. Any indie game is fair game here, as long as it's one that I appreciate and love and am thankful for. So without further ado, let's dive right in. Coming in at number 5 is Super Meat Boy. Developed by Team Meat and available across plenty of platforms today, Super Meat Boy is one of the finest platformers around. I'm thankful for Super Meat Boy for its extreme challenge and its wonderfully crafted, rewarding platforming. The game features some of the most difficult levels in the genre, ranging from mildly challenging to downright stressful and nightmare-inducing. The pleasure that comes with every level succession, however, is rarely matched. It is that good. Thanks to Team Meat's creative level designing, the oddly cute protagonist in Meat Boy can be damaged by anything from machines to spikes to other random inanimate objects around him. Meat Boy's fast and fluid movement through the hazardous levels, all designed super intelligently, makes the platforming addicting and endlessly fun to challenge yourself, to save your girlfriend, collect all the band-aids, and prove your skills in one of gaming's best 2D platformers around. Taking the 4th spot on this list is Thomas Was Alone. Mike Bithel's heartfelt platformer was one of my favorite games on the PS3, and that remained true on the PS4. The platformer is beautiful in every way, and I'm beyond thankful for the delightful experience that the game provided me. Thomas Was Alone takes simple shapes and gives them interesting, relatable, and most importantly, dynamic personalities. Then, it tasks you with the many shapes, using each of their advantages and disadvantages to tread across. The level design is simple at first glance, but each level is a puzzle in and of itself, impressively using its straightforward mechanics that each shape provides to create some head-scratching, or at the very least, relaxing and enjoyable puzzles. Some witty and intriguing voiceover on the characters' arcs, so to speak, and the story that is being told, coupled with delightful music, made me fall in love with the amazing experience that is Thomas Was Alone.
Chris was in love. She was perfect. He had to tell her so. Probably best to wait for a moment the large, ominous pixel cloud wasn't about, though.
Taking the 3rd spot on this list is The Messenger. The newest game on the list, The Messenger, developed by Sabotage Studio, brilliantly recreates the delightful level design, musical approach, and overall enjoyable challenge in platforming action from retro games and makes something incredibly fresh out of it. I am thankful for the way The Messenger immersed me and pulled me in, making me feel nostalgic for a time in gaming that I had never even grown up in. The game's amazing score left chiptunes stuck in my head for days to come. Its mechanics of earning a second jump with every successful hit and dashing and slashing your way around brutal levels as a ninja made it endlessly fun. And The Messenger's approach to story is wonderful in that it uses self-aware, fourth wall breaking humor for great dialogue and even plays with time travel, but also as a game mechanic. Few games can capture the true feeling of retro games while appealing to contemporary gaming just as much as the messenger does, and it is one of my favorite games this year, hands down. This list's runner-up is Cuphead. A small team of family members with a true passion formed Studio MDHR and made history last September. I am thankful for the smiles that Cuphead brought me, with every unique boss fight and brutal challenge that came with it. Rarely have I ever been tested so much in a game of this nature, but I love it. The bullet hell game is one that is extremely entertaining to partake in, whether it was the very first level or some of the endgame bosses. Studio MDHR was sure to craft unique and ever-challenging battles from start to finish. Every bit of the game is colored in love, with an awesome dedication to cartoons of the Fleischer and Disney era of the 30s. The animations and every single design choice is aesthetically pleasing, special, and beautiful. And the same can be said for the music and sound design as a whole. Seeing as they turned Cuphead into an excellent, intense, and rewarding bullet hell game with amazing art direction, I don't think I could have been more impressed. Coming in at number 1 is Celeste. I am beyond thankful for the wondrous experience that is Celeste. The game was developed by Matt Makes Games and released earlier this year to absolute praise, with me being one of the many believers in its top-notch quality. A truly beautiful game in every sense of the word. Celeste hit hard this year, proving to be one of gaming's finest. I truly love Celeste for everything it does right. Mechanically, it plays similarly at first to titles like Super Meat Boy, in that it is a fast, tight 2D platformer that's tough as nails. What makes it stand out for starters is the dash-in mechanic, one that made every level feel engaging as ever to partake in. The platforming is polished, and it feels right at all times, often growing to become even better with time. Levels are designed creatively, with special challenges coming when you least expect it, all while wrapped up in a stunning pixel world, with amazing music that was stuck in my head all winter long. Celeste's incredible platforming all manages to fit into a larger story. A story about coming to terms with your inner demons, facing anxiety, fear, and depression, and challenging yourself. The gameplay of Celeste manages to parallel its amazing narrative, making it all the better. But it's a mature and compelling story, with great writing and themes behind it, that makes Celeste a masterpiece, one that I adored every step of the way and would be more than glad to vote it Game of the Year in many ways. And that's the list. Those are 5 indie games that I'm thankful for. Shout out to Team Meat, Mike Bithell, Sabotage Studio, Studio MDHR, and Matt Makes Games. You guys have created some of the most amazing, delightful, and beautiful games in recent years, and I am very thankful for the awesome experiences that I've had in gaming as a result. So if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave me a thumbs up and share with a friend who also loves indie games. And of course, be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Which indie games are your favorite? Which indie developers do you feel the most thankful for? And while you're at it, let me know in the comments below which upcoming indie titles are your most anticipated. Otherwise, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I hope that we'll have a conversation all about the wonderful world of indie gaming in the comments below. I'm Ramakrishnan. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.